The purpose of this video is just to talk about the how to turn and the turning chain, just to clarify how to make sure your edge looks like this, so it's easier to work across later. Now we've just got the last stitch or the end stitch of the row to work, and it's the turning chain at the beginning of the previous row, pretending to be a DC. You can see the chain face at the front of it, which is, I think it's easy to see that way, and I turn to make sure that it stays that way, I guess. It's easy if I demonstrate. So I'll just work under our outside loop as the last stitch. Now I'm in the habit of making my turning chain before I turn. It doesn't impact a huge amount for merino fabrics. It's always, of course, written at the beginning of the next line instruction just by convention, but I have a habit of doing it at the end. The main thing is the way you turn will impact how it sits. So I turn, I guess, away from me in a clockwise direction, and then I've got my 1, 2, and 3rd stitch from hook to start the next row. And I'll just do a couple of stitches there, and then we can have a look. That will do. So turning back, when we're going to work the end of this row next time, we can see that chain face to be able to find that outside loop pretty easily. So let's undo that and turn the other way. So this time I'm turning towards me. I've still got 1, 2, and 3 to, whoops, 1 loop. There we go. Work some stitches. I'll just do a couple again. And let's have a bit of a look. Now it's much harder to recognise the last stitch to work into. We've got the DC FLOs to here, and then there's a crisscrossy twisty thing going on there that's hard to find. The actual chain is kind of around the back here. There's 1 loop, but the whole thing is going to sit quite differently compared to this edge, which is easy to work across later. When we get to edging across the main fabric, I'll be talking about how to edge into this, but at least you have an easily recognisable little hole every 2 rows and an easily recognisable ridge every 2 rows. By the time you're getting a bit of a twisty stitch at the end, it's a bit harder to know where to go. So that's it. Basically, turn away from you is at least what I'm doing to create this edge, and it'll be easier for you to follow along if you do the same. Okay.